What really matters? By a star and a moon shipper. Remus woke up to the sound of his phone buzzing against his nightstand. He woke up with a groan, untangling one of his arms from Sirius and picked up his phone. He squinted at the caller ID. Seeing James, he picked it up. James, Remus groggily. Snow day! James yelled through the phone, causing Remus to jump. What? Remus asked bitterly, much more awake now. It's snowing. Well, it was snowing, but that counts. We're having a snow day, so come over. I already called Dorcas, Marlene, and Peter, and they said they'd be here by noon. James continues to yell, and Remus held his phone at a safe distance from his hair. James, who are you yelling at? Remus heard someone ask from the other side of the phone. Only Remus, Sugar Lily. Remus heard James' response. Again, the nickname Sugar Lily makes no sense, Lily sighed. That's what you say, Sugar Lily. Anyway, Remus, you and Sirius be here by noon. We'll have lunch. Also, Harry would love to see his two favorite uncles. James continues to yell. We're his only uncles, Remus responds crossly. Yeah, whatever. Get your ass and Sirius's ass over here by noon. Remus grumbles, checking to make sure James had ended the call before looking outside. Through their window he could see the snow coating the trees outside and a bit of the roof they could see. Remus smiled and moved to get up, but was stopped. Sirius muttered, his arm wrapped around Remus's waist, no letting go. Sirius, wake up, Remus said softly, running his fingers through Sirius's hair. Sirius only grumbled once more, but scrooched up further in the bed so he could nuzzle his face into Remus's neck. Babe, come on, Remus asked again. No, never getting up, Sirius muttered sleepily as he draped his arm across Remus's chest. Prongs and Lily are having a snow day, whatever that means. Marlene, Dorcas, and Peter will be there too, alongside with Harry. Remus brought his face to Sirius's hair and gave him a quick kiss on the head. No, stay here forever. Sirius yawned, but tilted his head up so he could meet Remus's eyes. James is very insistent that we get there before 12. It's around 2:30 now. Remus smiles down at Sirius. Sirius scoots further in the bed, so he and Remus are level. He leans forward and kisses him softly on the lips. Remus returns the kiss, letting his mouth lead the way as he wrapped one of his arms around Sirius and pulled him close. Soon their kisses turned more aggressive, and they rolled slightly so Remus was above Sirius, pushing him further in the bed. Their tongues explored each other's mouths. Eventually, Remus pulled back briefly, forgetting that he needed air. They both were still for a long moment, panting, before Remus brushed a piece of Sirius's hair out of his face with his hand. Who needs coffee when I have you? Sirius gave a mischievous smile, before giving Remus one more peck and then sliding out from under his hold and standing up. So, James said snow day? Sirius yawned. Yeah, he said, be there at noon. Dorcas, Marlene, and Peter are coming over, and there's lunch. Other than that, I don't know anything else, Remus shrugged, also getting up and moving towards the dresser. He pulled out a pair of brown pants and a green turtleneck. Sirius moved over to where he was, also grabbing a pair of pants and one of Remus's Davy Bowie t-shirts. Remus felt Sirius's lips quickly press on his bare back before Sirius took off his PJ shirt and threw on Remus's. Remus quickly put on his turtleneck and threw on his pants over his boxers. When he finished getting dressed, Sirius was already in the bathroom, looking through the earring options. Oh, Ram, should I wear the star earrings, the moon earrings, or just the plain studs? Sirius yelled from the bathroom. You don't have to yell, Platfoot. You should do 1 star and 1 moon. Be on brand for us, Remus responded, walking into the bathroom as well and pulling out his toothbrush. Once Sirius had finished putting in his earrings, he also pulled out the toothbrush and started brushing his teeth. Finally, they were ready to go. Sirius pulled out 2 coats from the closet. Remus stuck one of the coats and putting it on, Sirius following suit. "How do I look?" Sirius asked, pulling his hair out from his coat. "Breathtaking." "What about me?" Remus asked. "Gorgeous. Shall we go then, love?" Sirius asked, and Remus nodded, and hand in hand they opened the door. Remus was about to knock on the door, but the second he moved his fist close to the wood, the door sprang open. "Welcome to our humble abode, kind gentlemen." James grinned as both Remus and Sirius entered. Remus with a smile and Sirius doing his handshake with James, grinning broadly. "Rem, Siri, you guys made it." Lily brushed from the other room and threw her arms around Remus. "That's my boyfriend," Sirius grumbled, crossing his arms quite dramatically. Yes, you can hug him all you want now, later, but right now it's Lily's turn." Lily pulled back and wrapped one of her arms around James's waist, causing him to squeak in surprise. "Is anyone else here yet?" Sirius asked, taking off his coat and hanging it on the coat rack, extending his hand so he could grab Sirius as well. Nope. You guys are right on time. Dorcas and Marlene are picking up Peter, and I wouldn't be surprised if they showed up at 12 a.m. instead," Lily sighed as Remus handed Sirius his coat. "Could Rank not come?" Sirius asked. "Nope. He said he was drowning in work, so I wouldn't get away. Poor Ricky." James shook his head sadly. At the moment, the doorbell rang, and Lily sprinted to the door and yanked it open, revealing a very bundled-up Marlene, Peter standing there awkwardly, and Dorcas wearing something that would be acceptable in the summer and cheering, raising a bottle of champagne. "Alcohol for all!" Dorcas shouted, wrapping her arms around Lily before moving inside. "That's what's up, my favorite gay couple that isn't me and Lean." Dorcas attempted to do a finger guns at Sirius and Remus, but almost dropped the champagne. "Dorcas, I'd prefer if you didn't cover the floor with glass and champagne, seeing as we have a toddler," James sighed, rubbing his temple. "Merlin, James, you're really becoming a dad." School James would have smashed the bottle on the ground, Dorcas tusked, but set the champagne down on a nearby counter. Marlene and Peter were already inside as Lily closed the door, and Marlene was struggling to get one of her scarves off. "Bloody hell, Marlene, you're going to strangle yourself," Sirius sighed, moving over to help one of the scarves off her neck. "Always knew I would die young." Marlene flashed a playful smile as Sirius took one of the scarves off her. "Ooh, Sirius Black is taking off his scarf for me. Scandalous." "Maybe if I wasn't gay, there wasn't anyone else left in the world. Still then, probably not." Sirius sighed, finally managing to get the scarf off Marlene. "I'm deeply hurt." Marlene fake sobbed and put her hand to her chest. "Sorry, but you're not, Muni." Sirius walked over to Remus and gave him a kiss on the cheek, causing Remus to turn bright shade of red. "No kissing in this household." Lily waggled her fingers disapprovingly. "You're probably conceived Harry in this house, Lils. That's way more than kissing." Lily wrapped his arms around Remus. "Let's change the topic," James said quickly, face turning pink. "Yes, let's leave James and Lily's bedroom life out of the conversation, otherwise I think I may actually vomit." Dorcas shook her head. "Agreed," Peter responded. Where is Harry anyway?" Remus looked upwards to the stairs expectantly. "Asleep. The little tyke sleeps through anything. The house could crumble down around him, and he'd still be dreaming of whatever the hell babies dream of," James responded, looking a mix of proudness and endearing. Well, we we all know that we just came for food, so you can lead us to the kitchen. Marlene, having finally got the last of her winter gear off and rubbed her hands together expectantly. Yes, all you hungry snobs, let's go eat, Lily sighed and led the way to the kitchen. They all ate sandwiches James had prepared and chatted the whole time, catching up on each other's lives. They also drank the champagne, though it was mainly Dorcas, who notoriously took a lot of alcohol for her to get drunk, but most people assumed she was drunk on a day-to-day basis. How is Andrea? Lily asked Peter as he blushed and put down his sandwich. Good. We're thinking about moving in together, Peter responded sheepishly. Ooh, tell us if you do. Dorcas clapped her hands together, looking very excited. Are we all done eating? Remus asked, looking around his friends and his partner. Almost, Moons, Sirius responded, shoving the rest of his sandwich in his mouth, making him look vaguely like a chipmunk. All done, Sirius attempted to say, but it came more out of a oh love. Shall we go outside? Peter asked, looking wistfully at the fresh snow that James and in James and Lily's backyard. Yes! Squeaked Dorcas, springing out of her seat, stopped as she struggled to open the door. God fucking damn it! Dorcas sighed, jiggling the handle as Marlene went back to the door to get her many layers. Shall I get your coat? Remus asked Sirius as he nodded, finally swallowing his food. Grab mine too, Ram, James yelled, as he finally able to unjam the door. Yeah, Prongs. Remus rolled his eyes, but got James's coat anyway, along with Lily's. Once Remus and Marlene had returned and everybody was bundled up, they all walked outside. Dorcas, Sirius, Marlene, and James all ran and face-planted in the snow, causing Peter, Remus, and Lily to laugh. Peter slowly stepped onto the snow and joined the others, who were all laughing and throwing bits of snow at each other. Lily sat down on the bench and pulled out a small speaker, pulling out her wand and pointing at the box, muttering a few words. What's that for? Remus asked, taking a seat beside Lily and pointing at the box. Baby monitor. It's programmed to play an alarm if Harry wakes up or is in danger. Lily grinned, turning back to the others. That's sweet, Remus responded, also looking out on everyone. James and Sirius were having a snowball fight, and Peter, Dorcas, and Marlene were attempting to make a snowman. I can stay here and listen if you want to go out and join them, Remus suggested. I'm good, but thanks for asking. James stayed up way too late singing to the radio. I don't want to tell him to quiet down because it's adorable, but I can sleep with it, Lily grinned, staring at James, who was now dramatically flopped into the ground as Sirius pelted him with snowballs. If I told second-year Lily Evans that she would be calling James' father adorable, she would never believe me, Remus grinned as Lily rolled her eyes. If you told second-year me that you and Sirius were dating, I wouldn't believe you either. Touché, Remus observed the snowman attempts the others were doing, which looked more like a few lumps of snow rather than a snowman so far. They both sat in silence, looking out at the others. Suddenly, Sirius came running to the deck and collapsed in Remus's lap. Sirius' hair was covered in snow, and his nose was red from the cold. Did you see? I beat James, Sirius said excitedly, smiling widely. Yeah, good job, Pats. Remus wrapped his arms around Sirius. You're so warm, Sirius whispered. I'll still be warm tonight, so warm in fact that you might need to remove some of my layers. Remus responded to Sirius, causing Sirius to fall off of Remus's lap in surprise and start a coughing fit. I'm right here, Lily sighed. Sorry, Lils, Remus grinned. Sirius was still coughing. Merlin, Remus, give me a warning, Sirius muttered before giving up and moving back to sit next to Remus. I will, though. Thanks for the invite, he winked. I'm still here, Lily groaned. James sprinted up to the deck, his hair completely coated in snow. Sirius, come back here, you little bastard. I'm not done with you. James screamed, jumping on Sirius and tackling him to the ground. Sirius laughed and continued to roll across the wood with James. Dog pile? Dorcas asked, running into the pile, having finished her snowman. Why did I marry him again? Lily turned to and asked Marlene, who shrugged. Lily jumped slightly as an alarm played from the speaker. Sirius and James and Dorcas suddenly stopped scuffing as Lily tapped the speaker once with her arm and then went to leave. I'm going to get Harry. Please behave. Harry! Marlene and Peter squealed as James suddenly stood up and brushed off his coat. It's your son, not a job interview, Sirius said, and Remus saw him do the same exact thing. Soon Lily came out the house, Harry slowly walking behind her. Harry! Sirius barked, bending down to pick up his godson, and he spun him around. Uncle Badfu! Harry giggled. All right, Siri, I think it's time to hand him over. Dorcas stretched out her arm as Sirius pouting his lip deposed Harry in them, as he then walked over to Remus and pulled him up, resting his hands on Remus's shoulder and looking lovingly at Harry. How are you doing, Minnie James? Marlene asked, booping him on the nose. He has my eyes, Lily piped up. Who bets he's going to act like Lily, though? Peter asked. Nobody raised their hands. Yeah, you're right. I can already tell he's going to be a Minnie James, Lily sighed after Harry had gone around to everyone else. Lily handed Harry to Remus, who held Harry as if he was fragile and could easily be broken. Uncle Mooey! Harry exclaimed, giving Remus a hug. Remus bit back tears as he squeezed Harry. You smell like chocolate. Harry looked up at his uncle. That I do, Remus laughed, and he kissed Harry on the head, and he handed him back to James. Who wants to make snow angels? James asked excitedly, placing Harry on the ground. Hell yeah, Dorcas cried. Dorcas, the child. Marlene clapped a hand over Dorcas's mouth, which he quickly removed, Dorlene having licked it. They all went out to make snow angels, Lily and Harry making two next to each other, Peter and James making two that were fighting, Dorcas and Marlene making theirs, both kicking James. Remus and Sirius walked a bit away from the group and laid down, both clutching each other's hands. I love it when it's like this, Sirius whispered, looking up at the falling snow as he squeezed Remus's hand. Yeah, I do too, Remus responded gruffly, staring at the open sky above them. They both started making their snow angels, hands still clutched together. Once they'd finished and gotten up, they looked down at the snow angels with only one arm full to their intertwined fingers. I think they're perfect, Sirius smiled, kissing Remus. Remus was like a drug that Sirius could never get enough of. He was always high-kissed Remus. Remus felt the same way. They both stood there, arms wrapped around each other. Hey, lovebirds! James yelled as Sirius, still clutching into Remus, flipped him off. Unnecessary, James grumbled. Stop making out and come inside. Harry is cold, Marlene called, and at that both Remus and Sirius went back to the house. The sun was starting to set, and the sky was painted beautiful pinks and oranges. It's our color, Dorcas looked lovingly at the sky before kissing her girlfriend. They all sat in front of the fire, warming up after their adventures outside. Dorcas and I should probably get going soon. We wanted to go watch the sunset before we go home, Marlene said, pulling up Dorcas by one hand, then turning to Peter. Should we drop you off at Andrea's on the way back? Peter nodded and stood up too, going over to get his coat. Harry waddled over and hugged one of Dorcas's legs. Bye-bye, Aunt Dorcas. Bye-bye, Aunt Marlene. Bye-bye, Uncle Peter. Harry mumbled happily. Goodbye to you too, Harry. Marlene pat Harry once on the head before leaving to get a coat. Bye bye, Hair Bear. Dorcas waved her hand and let as Harry let go of her leg. Take care, Harry, Peter smiled as the three of them left. Dorcas and Marlene singing a very dramatic version of So Long Farewell. From the sound of music, we should probably leave too. Sirius sighed, standing up. I want to take Remus up on his offer. Sirius winked, and Lily, who looked very done with Sirius, and he smirked at James, who looked very confused. Lily, James, and Harry all waited by the door as they bundled themselves up once more. I love you, Harry, James Potter. Sirius gave Harry a quick kiss on the cheek before turning to James and Lily. See you very soon, Jamie. You too, Lils. He gave them both a quick hug before turning to Remus. Thanks for everything you do. Next time, James, learn to make a normal volume on the phone, though. Remus also gave them both a quick hug as well. I'll see you later, Harry. Harry laughed as Remus tousled his hair. Then, hand in hand, they left the house, both smiling. The snow gleamed in the setting sun and street lights. Hard times may come, but for now they all had each other, and in the end, that's all that really mattered. Thank you for watching this video. I find this a very cute fic. It's not especially funny or especially sad, but it's just them just being cute, and that's why I like it. I hope you enjoyed this fic. And have a very, very nice day. Oh, and as always, I'll put the link in the description so you can visit this fic and give kudos to this writer who made an amazing, cute, and fluffy fic. Have a very, very nice day, and I hope you will to see you, hear you, talk to you, whatever, in the next video. Bye!